becoming a pilot your dream? Are you worried about the huge investment involved in this? Do you have boiling blood in your veins? Hi guys, this is Niveditha and welcome back to my channel. In my first career related video, I had explained to you on how to become a commercial pilot. And as you would have all noticed that there's a huge investment involved in this. And now, if you can't afford it, but still flying a plane is your dream and passion, you still have another chance. And this is to become a pilot in the Indian Air Force. If you are dare enough to accomplish the mission of attacking the enemy base, rescuing the civilians and the soldiers, and if you have boiling blood in your veins, then becoming a pilot in the Indian Air Force is surely your call. And in this video, I'm going to be explaining to you on how to become an Indian Air Force pilot. First of all, the most important point to keep in mind is that becoming a pilot in the Indian Air Force is not an easy task at all. It requires quite a lot of dedication, strong will and courage to accept this challenging and rewarding job. An Indian Air Force pilot has to go through rigorous training, and they're also given training on how to fight with their fighter jets. There are 4 ways through which candidates can become an Indian Air Force pilot. The first one is National Defence Academy by giving a NDA test. The second one is Combined Defence System by giving a CDS exam. The next one is National Cadet Corps, which is the NCC entry. The last one is Short Service Commission, which is the SSC entry. And the SSC entry is given through Aircraft Common Admission Test known as the AFCAT. Now, let me explain these in detail. The first one is NDA exam. Only male candidates who have finished their 12th class with physics and mathematics with 60% marks in each subject can join the flying branch of IAF by giving the National Defence Academy test conducted by the UPSC. UPSC is Union Public Service Commission. The candidates who qualify this exam will have to undergo a 3-year training program in the National Defence Academy, followed by a flying training at Air Force Training Establishment. After the completion of the training, the candidates will be commissioned as permanent commission officers or will be appointed as pilot at any Indian Air Force station. Now coming on to the second one, which is the Combined Defence Service Exam, also known as CDSE. This is yet another exam conducted by the UPSC for those who aspire to become an IAF pilot. CDS is a qualifying exam for admission to the Indian Military Academy, Indian Naval Academy and the Indian Air Force. And in these 3, if you choose to become an Indian Air Force pilot, the candidates here have to undergo special training in the Air Force Academy, and once the candidates qualify this, they will be commissioned as permanent commission officers or will be posted as pilot at any IAF station. The third way of joining IAF is through National Cadet Corps Special Entry. Male candidates having Air Wing Senior Division C certificate are eligible to apply for the NCC Special Entry. Here, the joining will be done through the NCC Directorate General or the NCC Air Squadrons. Here also, the candidates will be given the Permanent Commission Officer's post. Now, coming to the last one, which is the Air Force Common Admission Test known as the AFCAT. This test is open for both male and female candidates, and perhaps this is the only way a female can become an IAF pilot. The test is conducted by IAF and it is a short service commission for 14 years. Now let's see what is the eligibility criteria. The most important point is the candidates who want to become an Indian Air Force pilot must be of Indian nationality. The second point is the applicant must have either be appearing or have passed 12th with physics and mathematics in order to attend the NDA exam. But for the other 3, which is the CDSC, the NCC Special Entry and the AFCAT, candidates must be a graduate. And engineering degree holders can also apply for CDS exam. Now let's say the age limit for these. Candidates in the age group of 16.5 to 19 years can apply for NDA exam. For CDS, NCC Special Entry and AFCAT, the candidates must be in the age group of 20 to 24 years. Now, let's talk about the salary part of it. An IAF flying officer gets approximately 66,000 rupees per month as starting salary, and after 10 years of service, the salary will go up to 1.6 lakhs per month. Apart from this, the armed forces gets various other services like free medical service for them and their family, canteen services, etc. And keeping all of this aside, the pride of being being a part of the Indian Air Force. Now let's talk about how a female can enter into IAF. As I mentioned earlier, females can't directly apply to the Indian Air Force after their 12th standard. They should be a graduate with a minimum of 60% marks. So after completing graduation or in the final year of completion, the female candidates can appear for the test, and if qualified, they can subsequently apply for the SSB interview. For flying branch, an additional test called CPSS or PABT is conducted during the SSB interview. So make sure you prepare for that too. Also keep in mind that CDS is open for female candidates too, but the selection is limited to the Indian Army on a short service commission. So that was about today's video. Now set your goals high and don't stop until you reach there. I'll see you all in my next video. Until then, take care, stay blessed. Bye.